Welcome back, my low carb friends, and for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome, welcome. Have you ever sat down to figure out a recipe for dinner and you just cannot figure out what to make because everything you're looking at takes so long to prepare? I mean, who has time to spend hours in the kitchen, right? Most of the time when it's dinner time, you're just getting off work or you've had a lot of running around you had to do and you're tired, and who has time to go back into the kitchen and spend hours preparing a meal, right? Well, today I have two keto dinner recipes for you that are quick, easy, ready to eat in less than 30 minutes. The first one is for a quick grilled fresh tuna recipe that is delicious. Don't worry, for those of you who don't like seafood, I'm not a huge seafood fan, but I like this. The way it's made takes away that huge fishy taste that most fish have, and it tastes great. The second one is a quick and easy sirloin recipe. It is so tasty and so easy. So if you want printable versions of these, you can check out my website at janetsdeliciouslowcarbkitchen.com. You can find printable versions of these and other goodies there for you. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And next to that subscribe button, there's a little bell. Make sure you click that bell so you can be notified every time I put out a new video. And while you do that, let's get cooking. Place 1.5 to 2 pounds of sirloin steak into an 8x8 baking dish. Cut it into the size and thickness that you want. Brush about 1 to 2 tablespoons of the oil of your choice over the top of the steaks. I usually use either melted coconut oil or avocado oil. You use whatever oil you want. Then season the steak with a ½ teaspoon of dry thyme or dry rosemary, 1 teaspoon of salt, a ½ teaspoon of black pepper, a ½ teaspoon of paprika, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of dry cilantro or dry parsley, and a ½ teaspoon of onion powder. Use a basting brush or your fingers and press the seasonings into the oil that's on the steak. Make sure the seasonings are evenly distributed throughout the top of the steak. Press it all in until it's nice and coated on the steak. Then you're going to flip the steak over and do the same thing. Brush some oil on the bottom of it. Then sprinkle it again with another ½ teaspoon of the dry thyme or dry rosemary, another teaspoon of salt, another ½ teaspoon of black pepper, ½ teaspoon of paprika, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of dry cilantro or dry parsley, and another ½ teaspoon of onion powder. And again, use your fingers or a basting brush and press the seasonings into the meat until the seasonings are fully distributed and pressed completely into the meat. Preheat your oven to 425 degrees. Bake the steaks at 425 degrees for 20 to 30 minutes or until your desired level of doneness. You can also grill these if you prefer to grill them. You can grill them over medium heat for about 5 to 7 minutes on each side, or just until they're barely pink on the inside. Then place it on a plate with your favorite side dishes and eat and enjoy. In a small bowl, combine 1/4 cup of oil of your choice. I'm using avocado oil. You can use any oil you want. 1/4 cup of lemon juice, a ½ teaspoon of pepper, a ½ teaspoon of salt, a ½ teaspoon of onion powder, a ½ teaspoon of garlic powder, a ½ teaspoon of paprika, and a ½ teaspoon of dry cilantro or dry parsley. Use a fork and stir these together until everything is fully combined and you have a smooth marinade. Place 1 to 2 pounds of tuna steak in a Ziploc freezer bag. Pour the marinade into the bag over the tuna steaks. Turn the bag over several times to make sure you fully coat all the tuna. Press down slightly on both sides of the bag to make sure that the marinade really gets into the tuna. You want to really make sure that flavor gets soaked up. Close the bag nice and tight, then place it in the refrigerator and let it marinate for 1 to 2 hours. Once it's marinated really well, remove it from the refrigerator, then turn the bag a couple more times to really make sure that the tuna is all coated. And again, press down slightly on the bag on most sides to rub the marinade into the tuna. Preheat an indoor double-sided grill for about 5 minutes, or preheat a charcoal or gas grill until it is nice and warm. Once the grill is preheated, remove the steak from the marinade, place it on your grill, and if you're like me and using an indoor grill with double-sided grills, then all you have to do is heat it for 3 to 6 minutes, depending on the thickness of your tuna and how you like it done. I like mine done all the way, so I do the full 6 minutes. Some people like it where it's mostly raw, some people like it in between, so depending on how much you want it cooked, 3 to 6 minutes. If you're using a charcoal or a gas grill, then 3 to 6 minutes on each side or until it's done to your desired taste. Once it's all done, place it on a plate. I like to serve it with a mixed vegetable salad and either my dairy-free rolls or my flaky keto dinner rolls. Eat and enjoy. And that's our recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you click that thumbs up button. Make sure you click the subscribe button. You can leave me a comment if you want to. Let me know if there's any recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.